Hi everyone, it's Heidi from Joyful Artistry, and I'm here today to do part 2 of our little journal. I wanted to name this one Friends. We did a couple other ones that I did this one on a live on my Facebook page, my Joyful Artistry page. This is my little baby book. I probably should add the word baby or babies to this. That would be fun. And then I have this one. Let me just set this one aside. Oh, look at that. Look at all that yumminess right there. Like, don't you just love that? Isn't that awesome? See that? Oh, gosh. I love all the layers and how thick they get. I was just looking at this one before I turned on the camera. And this is my grandparents' one, which could be a family one. This one could be called Family, which I probably will add those to these to have like baby and family. And so anyway, so those two, that one I didn't do on camera. And then this is part 2 of Friends. And I already put together the letters for friend. And I'm thinking I want to grab my ink and let's stamp a little piece of, this is a piece, I'm not sure if it's not muslin. It's a little piece of a sheet. I love these click together letters. Oh, look at that. Nice and soft. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm going to just trim this up because I felt like this piece was just a little bit too long. And I'm going to just pull a little bit on the ends because, you know, I like it frayed. Fray a little bit on each end. Ooh, that turned out nice. Let's just see if I can pull a few from this side. Okay, and then that's just going to go on there like that. And then I told you guys at the end of the last one that I was going to go off camera and I was going to make some ruffles. So what I do is I pleat, put pins in it, no rhyme or reason. And when I say no rhyme or reason, I don't measure how close they are because some here, like you can see, some are a little bit closer than others, and that's okay. It gives it, you know, individual look. It gives it a nice little dimension. And then I sew right down the middle and then just take all, let me get my pin jar, put my pins away because knowing me, they'll get all caught up in my lace. I use for my, when I need quite a few, I use a jar. And when I need 1 or 2, I have this sweet little, this little pin cushion that I made. This was a little dish that I had out at my granddaughter's baby shower when my daughter was pregnant for her. And so I turned it into a little pin cushion. So when I need, you know, 1 or 2 pins, I go to that. But if I need multiple, I use my jar. So I wanted to add a little ruffle here. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to cut some of this off here. And then I just want it to kind of fill in that gap to kind of really frame the picture. Cut a little bit of that off because we'll use that somewhere else. I don't know if in this book or another book. And then get that. And then it just gives it that nice little framed look. So we're going to glue the friend down. We're going to glue the ruffle down. So let's just do that. Grab my glue here and we'll get these guys. Just going to put a little little bit. This is my 3-in-1. I really like the beacon. And just lightly tap that on there. I don't want it to be really adhered to all the little places there. I want it to almost look like it was just laid on there. And I love that look. So let's just get this little ruffle. And this was made out of a vintage satin curtain. Okay, I want to curl this around. like, okay, like this. Okay. Might just put this underneath there. And yeah, I'm loving that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here so that it will adhere to the top of the ruffle. There we go. I love that. So our cover is done. I'm super, super happy with that. And then the next thing I want to do is I've pulled little bits of laces. I want to put some laces on the edges, and that little quilt we were working with, I've got a few pieces here, but we may end up cutting a little bit more off of this. We'll see. So the first thing I want to do is I want to put 4 pieces of the quilt in. Oh, my glue is yucky. I'm going to get a piece of this paper. I'm going to try and clean this off a little bit. It would help if I made sure when I'm done at the end of the day that my lid is on all the way. Oh, goodness. But this is how it is, right? You know, you're in the middle of working and you gotta, oh, look at that. Clean up a little bit. Okay. Oh, much, much better. Okay, so I want to put some little tabs on my pages. Know how big I want these. Oh, isn't that pretty? Now this is kind of layered here. You got some little layers. I'm going to glue them together because they'll flip up and flip out of the book if I don't do that. Even though there is some hand stitching here. Okay, and then we're going to glue this. This will be our first tab. Well, look at that. I guess the hand stitching didn't take here and here. Came undone. So our first tab will go here. Okay. And, okay. Just gonna move that down. Oh, I love using this as tabs. And then we have that, and we have, I think, cut this down a little bit and make it a little bit smaller tab. I do like the black on there. I think that's fun. And again, we're just gonna glue the layers together. Always works nicely. Okay, there's that, and then a little more here and there. Doot, doot, doot. Okay, and then we'll a little doot, 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 like you guys are kids. Okay, and then I think I want to put 2 in the first part of the signature, and then I want to put 2 in the second part of the signature. So that's cute like that. These are a little too small for me right now, but I'm sure we could find another purpose for those. I am going to cut a little bit more. I'm going to use this in the back, but why don't we get some with all this nice pink and the green. I do like that. And this quilt, you know, cutting up this quilt, I'm not sad about it. It is a very well loved and used quilt. It was probably used in somebody's garage or barn at some point because it is dirty, it's filthy. Yep, that's sewn together there. A little bit on that side. Okay, so that's glued together. Is this one? Okay. So I'm going to find a little place here. To glue sort of in the middle of the second half. Oh, doesn't that staining look great? I think I'll put it, I'll just put it on here. I think we'll glue it right there. And I like that it's going to be, it'll be tiered down. And it's nice because you can make like, you'll have sections in the journal and you can label each section. Okay. Do this here like that. Ooh, that looks great, you guys. All right, and then I'm going to take this one. Let me glue this together, and then I'm going to put this towards the back of the journal. Get these glued, all the layers glued together here. And, okay, let me just a little bit more here. Great. Okay. Oh, and I love that you can see the batting coming off the edge. Just do that. And then I think I will put this, I'm going to put it in just a couple of pages. We'll do this. Oh, goodness, these are super cute. Okay, so now we have our 4 little tabs. I'm totally loving those. The different colors showing, yet there's a little bit of a repetition. And the next thing I want to do is I want to add some lace. So I pulled all these different laces. I want different sizes, different textures. And I just cut some bits and pieces. I liked, I don't know if I'm going to use all of these or not. It'll give it tons of great dimension. Let me make sure you can see them all. Yep. And then this one. So I'm just going to start at the beginning, and I am going to just put a little. Where are we here? I'm going to go in just a little bit more. I'm going to put a little glue along the edge. This is one of my favorites. It's going to hang off a little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom. It's an eyelet lace. Look at that. Oh, how adorable is that? And let's go in a little farther, and we can add a little bit here. And this one's pretty. This is a little bit bigger. So I'm going to have to, I'm just going to give it a second because there's a little bit of glue coming through the mesh there. And I don't want to glue this page to this page. Then I'm going to add a little bit to this one here. So I've got kind of a more of a fabric lace and then a lacy lace, and maybe I'll do a little kind of like a little, it's a little crocheted, a little bit heavier lace. I'll do that on this one. That'll be super cute. And the little bits that I am cutting off, I will save because I do create little snippet rolls. And they're great for use in snippet rolls, the little bits and pieces. Oh, let me get that on there. Just make sure we're not gluing to another page because that's important. Okay. So some stick off the edge of the page a little farther than others. It's all in what you like, the desire that you want for the edge of your journal. So I have 3 in the front. Maybe I'll add a 4th one, right? We'll add a 4th. I'll add one right here, right on the center of the signature. Hope you guys are doing all right today. Hope you guys have good weather. We have had a lot of snow and rain in the last week and a half. And the sun was out for a little while today. Great. I love that. I love that there. So let me move my little bits and pieces off to the side. And I'm going to put all 4 of these in here. So, oh look, this is just a little bit here. Why don't we put, put one here. Okay. There we go. That's kind of fun, putting it on a shorter page. Okay. Oh. Getting stuck to my fingers. And add some here on this page. I like this here. You know, sometimes they don't always stick out of both ends, and I do like that. Just want to make sure that dries a little bit, because that's really pretty lacy. Okay, got 2 more. We'll add the floral one here. And when I say floral, I mean this one that looks like it's got little flowers on it. Super-duper cute. That's what I think. Love how cute that is. Okay, yep. Always got to check to make sure your pages aren't sticking together. Okay, look at that so far, you guys. Looking good. Looking really good. And then I'm going to add this one. Put that one here on this page, on the coffee stained page. So easy, you know, to just add the extra. I love the bulkiness. I love the softness of the journal. Using the doily for the cover with the, this is a pillow sham, quilted pillow sham. It's so soft. And then using the bits and pieces from the cutter quilt throughout really just gives it a lot of charm. All right, stick those little bits and pieces off to the side. So next, let's do a little bit of embellishing our little pockets, and then we'll make some tags. I pulled aside some little tags to go in, and yeah, maybe we'll do, I don't know, maybe we'll do, I like this and this, and we'll do that one, and we'll save these for somewhere else. So we'll do a little embellishing, and we'll just make some little tags, because we can put the tags in, and then they can be used anywhere else in the journal. So let's grab a button, because you know I love a good button. Okay. Oh, that's a bunch of buttons. I like them. All right, let me, oh, here's a couple right off to the side here. That pretty one and this little pretty one. I like a lot of times using the back because it has a little bit of fabric on there, and I love that. So I'm going to set those off to the side. So let's get a little, pull a little lace out of my jar, and just do a little bit of that here, and then we'll add a little button to that. Just want to make sure we're still going okay. I don't know if I love that one. Let's see, what else do we have here? A little bit of, this is a piece of a doily. Let's just try a little bit of this. Okay, just try a little bit of this here, and then we'll put a little bit of lace. Kind of layer it up a little bit, give it some dimension, and we'll add a little button to that. All right, so let's just start gluing. Okay, and then just gonna kind of just make a little accordion here so that it looks like it's almost attached to the button. I'll let that dry a little bit. I'm gonna put some glue here and then put a little glue on top, and we'll just glue this guy down like that. Just little bits and pieces, right? And it just makes a nice little embellishment. So we're going to, I love inking around my tags. And all I'm going to do is grab some little bits of lace to these, because these are great places to journal, to collage on. I love adding the journaling tags for people to use the way that they would like to use them. Yep, that, and then I'm going to have this. This is a piece of a napkin. I wonder if I can pull this apart. And I'm thinking, I love the ragged edges, and I love the torn look of it. And, look at that. And then all I'm going to do is just a little sew right across here on my sewing machine. Easy peasy. I won't even move my sewing machine over because it'll take more time to move it over and move it back. And it's just adding a little bit of that napkin. Isn't that adorable? So I have that on there, and then, oh, I have this little bit of lace here. All we have to do is just a little, I'm going to push it through here. And then I'm just going to tie it on. So, oh, isn't that sweet? And then as you layer them, look at the different laces and fabrics. This one here, oh, look at this. This is like some little diamonds on it. Look at how cute. Oh, and I've got this little pink piece. These are little Moda squares that I had bought many, many years ago. I was thinking I'd make a teeny tiny little quilt, but that never happened. And I use these in these little squares. Let's see, do I have one? These here, they're 2x2 squares. Comes in a little packet of probably 24, maybe 36. And I bought them a long time ago, thinking I would use them to make a little quilt, and then decided not to. All right, let's see here. Sounded a little bit funny, and my thread is, okay, look at that. I'm almost out of thread, so it's doing some funky stuff up there, you guys. Anyways, so look at that with like those little diamonds on there. I do like that. So, and look at that. It fills in that pocket nice, gives it some nice texture, some nice looks there. And then let's go to the back, and let's see, what do we want to do in the back here? I want to add a little bit here, and then maybe we'll take these little tags. Oh, you know what? I have these little tags. I have these two little tags here. Maybe we'll put those in there. And then maybe we'll make a little pocket here. Okay. This is not going to stay open. Stinker. Okay. So let's do a little embellishment. Let's add a little pocket. So I love this pink. I mean, this is nice too, but I like that it's, it has a, oops, multiple fabrics on this one I like. Let's see how that will fit there. I can't believe I did that. I cut it and it looks great. And we'll add, so that's nice. I've got a little pile of stuff I want to use. See here, we've got a little pile. You know, this is a doily I've been cutting apart. Here's another one been playing around with, thinking I'd like to cut that one apart. Isn't this fabulous? You know what I think? I think this should go under here and come off the bottom of the book. Yep, that's what's going to happen. So let me cut that little piece because I love that. Lost my scissors, but then we'll find them. Always do. Okay, so I have that, which I really like for that. And then these are, somebody started these for a doily. It's an unfinished doily. So do I want to put one of these? Okay, hang on. I'm going to pull a couple things out of here because it feels like I've got too much stuff going on right now. Okay, let me just push this off to the side. That's a nice little bit. Okay. We'll push these off to the side. Okay. All right. Okay. So we could do a little, oh, I like that with some of this, and always a button. Love using buttons. Oh, look at this, and it has a little bit of blue. Excuse all the glue on my fingers. Blue there with the blue here. Ooh, I love that. Okay. See, just, you know, grabbing stuff that's on your table. Don't be afraid to play around with bits and pieces and little snippets of things, because those things usually end up working really, really well. Okay. Okay. We'll get this little button down with this little, this is a piece of vintage lace here. And lots of, oh my gosh, you guys, that is just the sweetest. All right, I love that. I love the way that that looks. All right, so now we want to do, and look at how this, like I didn't cut it perfect. And this will just glue on two sides so that something can kind of slide. We'll get, maybe this little guy can slide right in there, okay? All right, so let's play around with this. I'd like to glue that. Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick little sew along the bottom so that stays. And then, do we want to add, I think it takes away, I really don't want to take away from the quilt. If I was to do anything, I think that we would add a little something in the corner here. And again, another button, because you know I love buttons. And just layering, oh, there's this little, there's that. And look at how cute that is, just like that. Okay, so we're going to glue that on. But right now, I just want to do a quick little sew right along here. I may go all the way around. I'm thinking I'm going to go all the way around. So just bear with me for a sec. Let me just go to my machine and let's just hope everything works the way it's supposed to, because it seemed a little funky a minute ago. But we'll get there, right? And just going to go all the way around the outside. And Almost there, you guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Oh. All right, there we are, all the way around. Okay, and I didn't run out of thread, which is good. Oh, gives it like this sweet dimension here. And then why don't we're gonna glue our little embellishment on the corner, and it's gonna come off the edge of the book. You know I love that. And I wanna add, woo, this little bit of scrap lace. And, yep. And then we're gonna add a little ruffle. And let's see here. Okay, that little ruffle there. Let me pull this down a little bit. Oh, there we go. What do we think of that? I think I like that. So this is going to add a little bit of bulk to the corner of our book. The layering like this always does. So I want to put this in here. I want to make sure that I glue the right sides. In another book earlier today, I glued the wrong side when I was working on a little something. But right now we'll just making sure we glue the right sides. We get this guy all glued down. Great. Okay. Oh, look at how cute that is, you guys. So then I just want to make sure this, whoops, this guy is gonna go, he will go in there. Okay. So I'm going to ink around this here. Oops. Okay. Let's ink these two as well. I use Tim Holtz ink. I think this is burlap, what I'm using. So, yeah. And then we're going to put these in. And again, I'm just going to do a little sewing, just sew this little guy on here like this. Maybe I want to add this little ruffle too. Look at how cute is that. All right, so we're just going to do a little bit of sewing to get this on here really quick. Okay. You guys. Okay. And so that's going to go in our pocket here like that. And look, it sticks out the top. You're going to see lace off the top. And then these little guys are going to kind of go in a little sideways. And I'm just going to find a little bit of lace to tie on. Oh, here's this. This is that satin curtain that I used to make a ruffle. Oh my gosh, this stuff is the yummiest. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. I love how it's easy to use. I'm going to do this for both of these. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Get these guys in. So, there we go. Aren't they cute? They're just so stinking sweet. Alrighty, so these guys are gonna go in here, and let's see if we can get that like that. And look at how yummy this is, you guys. So, all right, so this is the end of part 2. I'm gonna come back with a part 3 and finish this guy up. I thought we'd finish it up with part 2, but we'll do that in part 3. So this is our friend journal. Thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you did. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, definitely leave them in the comment section. So thanks so much for being here today. I appreciate it. Have a great day.